atop the Sephardic Community Center. We're here at week 8 of the TNL. The Red Dragons will be taking on the new look Green Lanterns as they have dealt Mikey Moyal for the commissioner, Joe Sutton. Let's see if this move is that shot in the arm that they were looking for. They have a tough task ahead. The always dangerous Red Dragon, aka Deal Squad. It's gonna be a fun one. Nathan Beebe and Dovey Hoffman square up in the center circle for the opening tip. And the opening tip is taken by the Green Lanterns. Joe Sutton fires a pass to Joey Dan. Here's Hoffman in the corner. Gives to Sutton. Sutton resets to Joe Sutton. Sutton, first shot attempt as a lantern, and it's good. Three-pointer, Joe Sutton getting comfortable in his new confines, and it's 3-0. Here's Richie Michon, getting back to his all-star form, shaking off that rust. Now Jamie Dweck backs down, kicks it out to Michon for 3, no good, way off the mark. Now here's Dan, a little pep in his step after that trade. Kicks to Sutton. Sutton looks for a shot, kicks it out to Hoffman. Swings to Sutton. Sutton for 2, no good, and it rims in. Nice bounce there for the Lanterns. This Red Dragon squad, notorious for their slow start, but they usually creep back into games and win them more often than not, and that ball is poked away and gives to Michon down low. Michon kicks it out to Braha. Braha being guarded by Haddad, smothering him, gets to Jamie. Jamie backing down Dan. Has his way with him, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman, gives to Sutton. Sutton pushing the offense. Realizing he didn't have numbers, but he finds a trailing Hoffman, lays it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Nathan Beebe, almost had it taken away, but he gets to Mark Braha. Now Braha, guarded by Sutton. Gives to Beebe. Beebe back to Braha. Swings it down to Nathan Beebe. Kicks to the corner, Richie Michon. Michon gives to Braha. Braha stops. Calling for a whistle, nothing there. Kicks it out to the corner, Jamie. Bounce pass. Michon backs it out to Beebe. Good defense right now by the Green Lanterns, and as I say that, Jamie Dweck blows right by Joey Dan, but he could not capitalize. Dan gives to Sutton, and he euros off the glass and in. And Joe Sutton puts up the Green Lanterns to a quick 7-0 start, and a timeout is called by the Red Dragons. Back out of that timeout. Jake gives to Mark. Now Braha crosses half court. Sutton fighting through a screen, chasing him down. Gives to Richie, kicks it out. Beebe for 2, no good. Another rebound for the Green Lanterns. This is a whole new team, and he pulls up for 3, and it's off the mark. Joe Sutton going for that early punctuation, could not deliver. Now Jake swings to Beebe. Beebe driving baseline, throws it, and it's saved by Michon. Michon going to work on Sutton. Hanging in the air, throws it up, and a travel is called. Another good defensive possession for the Green Lanterns. Dan brings up the dribble. Bounce pass down low to Hoffman. Banging bodies with Michon. Good defense there from Richie Michon, and he gets a hand on it. And now Beebe kicks it out, 3-pointer. Jamie, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman, gets it out to Sutton. Sutton looking to push and finds a trailing Haddad, no good on the follow. Now Jake, dangerous pass to Braha. Braha spins out of a defender, puts it up, no good, another miss. Can't find the bottom of the net. And now Sutton left open for 2 when he drills it. And it's 9-0 Green Lanterns. So far, this trade of Joe Sutton has rejuvenated this roster that's been disappointing thus far. Still early. Now Jamie gives to Beebe. Beebe pulls up for two. No good. Rebounded by Sutton. Sutton gets to Dan. Throws down low. And now Sutton gets position off the glass and in. Tough pass to catch from Joe Sutton. Running it down. Catch the ball behind him. Gets an angle. Uses the window. And the Lanterns take an 11-0 lead. Now Jake Braha, top of the key. Joe Sutton going for the steal. Just came up empty. Braha for three. No good. Rebounded by Mark. And that ball is swatted out of the hands by Joey Dan off the foot of Mark Braha. And their offensive struggles continue, albeit great defensive effort by the Green Lanterns. Here's the captain, Joey Dan, pull up three, no good, back iron. Tapped up and taken by Mark Braha. Braha looking for numbers, pulls up for two, couldn't get it to go, tapped out into the hands of the Dragons, and Hoffman comes up with a steal. Hoffman gets down to Sutton, off the glass and in. Hoffman to Sutton, and they're up 13-0. They already burned a timeout early. Under 18 minutes to play here in the first half. Jake gives to Beebe. Beebe backs it out to Jamie. Screen both ways. Kicks it out to Sofer. Sofer back to Jamie. Screen set, doesn't take it, fights through it. And Beebe couldn't get it to go. Another miss for the Dragons. And here comes Joey Dan. Joey Dan, knife through traffic, off the glass and in. It's a nifty move from Joey Dan. And he gets back on defense. The man himself shows you that hustle and that want and desire suddenly oozing from this Green Lantern squad. Now Mark gets some space for two, and it gets it to go. It's their first bucket of the game. It's 15-2. Under 17 minutes to play. And beautiful feed down low from Haddon to Hoffman. And they reclaim that 15-point lead. It took the Red Dragons 5 minutes on the game clock to get their first bucket. Jamie, pull up three, no good, short. Rebounded by Jamie, puts it up, no good. And rebound is grabbed by Hoffman. Now Sutton, through traffic, fouled, and he heads to the line for two. Blocking foul called on Jake Braha. Impressive first half so far from the Lanterns. Looking to continue this momentum. Now Joe Sutton wearing his pseudo-green uniform. On short notice, best he can come up with. The turquoise blue, more or less. But it passes. Second free throw is good. Knocks down the pair. That's 19-2. Now here's Jake. Heads left. Gives to Beebe. Beebe drives left. Kicks it out to Sofer for three. Back iron, no good. And Joe Sutton looking to run. Sutton passes behind him. Haddon wasn't expecting it. Gets it back to Sutton. Sutton probes off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Dragons. Nathan Beebe fumbles the ball, last touch by the Lanterns, staying this way. Under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Sofer to inbound. Gets it into Beebe. Hands it off to Mark Braha. Mark Braha trying to be a calming influence while his team is struggling. Kicks it out to his brother Jake for three, and it's pure. It's a big-time, well-needed three from Jake Braha, as the score is now 19-5. Sutton down low to Hoffman. Hoffman gives it back to Dayan for three, and there's the answer. Joey Dayan making it 22-5. Three like that just hurts after you finally come through with the basket. Now Jake, maybe looking for a shot as this team is struggling. Last touch by Joe Sutton of the Lantern's going to stay this way. Jake throws it backcourt to Sofer. Sofer being guarded currently by Joey Dan. Fights through a screen and another. Leaving Jamie open. Sutton. And they kick it to the corner for Sofer. No good. Rebounded by Dovey Hoffman. Good defense there from Bobby Sofer. Kicks to the corner to Jamie for three. Bang! Jamie Dweck. Another important three. Trying to keep this Dragon squad afloat and inch closer and closer as they head to the half. With 13 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half. Now Sutton finds Dayan up top. Picked up on a double team. Haddad gives it to Sutton. Sutton acting as that second playmaker. And Sutton all the way to the hoop, and he lays it up and in. And this Green Lantern squad keeps on coming. Now Braha gives to Beebe. Thought about a three, loses it. Sutton gains control. Bounce pass and is taken away. And almost taken away again, but this time a foul is called. One of those automatically wish he took it back type fouls by Max Sutton. Richie Michon gets it into Jamie Dweck as Jake Braha takes a seat. Now Jamie gives to Beebe. Beebe swings to the corner. Mark Braha, open three, and it's pure. Braha making it 24-11 after that three. Now Dayan throws down low to Hoffman. Hoffman finds a cutting Sutton, fouled on his way to the hole, and he heads to the line for two. It's a heads-up play both by Hoffman and Sutton. The off-ball movement, what it's all about right now. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the half. Sutton's first free throw rings in. And Sutton is good on the second, 26-11. Braha gets it into Jamie. Jamie awaiting the team to set. Kicks to Sofer. Sofer swings to Beebe. Now back to Jamie. Backing down Dayan. Kicks it out wide open too. And that's what happens when Dovey Hoffman cheats and shows double on Jamie. There's going to be an open man, and Nathan Beebe, Mr. Fundies, usually knocking down the open J. Joey Dayan for three, and he knocks it down. Joey Dayan. It's a cold-blooded three from the top of the key, and it's 29-13. Braha gets down low to Jamie. Finds Michon. Michon floats it up and in. Nice touch there from Richie Michon on the finger roll. Sutton gives to Haddad. Haddad probes. Gives to Dayan. Picked up and doubled. And a timeout is called. Haddad saw that Dayan was in trouble, called timeout. It was granted. And it's 29-15 with 9:51 to play. Back out of that timeout, here's Dan. Gives up top to Max Seton. Seton gives to Hoffman. Picked up by Michon. Fade away, and it rattles in. Another bucket for the Green Lanterns. They're up 31-15. Now Braha finds Jamie. 2 feet behind the arc, 3-pointer, and it's pure. Jamie Dweck with the answer. Again, trying to keep this Dragon team in this game. Sutton gives to Dan. Picked up by Sofer. Good defense there from Bobby Sofer. Last touch by Sofer. It's going to be a side out for the Lanterns. Sutton gets it out. Dan for 3. Bang! Joey Dan feeling it from behind the arc. They take a 34-18 lead. Now Michon gives to Sofer. Sofer bracketed off by Dan. Kicks it out to Mark Braha. Jamie Dweck showing screen, throws down low to Richie Michon instead. Kicks to the corner, Sofer 3. No good, rebounded by Seton. Throws it up ahead to Joey Dan. Gives it back to Seton, down to Hoffman. Finds a cutting Sutton, and they tangle up. Now Dan. As referee calls this time, as it looks like Joe Sutton got a bit banged up on that tangle with Dovey Hoffman. Joe Sutton banged up. Just heard saying he may have busted his eardrum. Let's hope that doesn't affect his play as this Green Lantern squad was rolling. Right away he sets the screen, throws down low to Hoffman. Hoffman gives it out to Sutton, gives it off to Haddon. Haddon into the hands now of Sutton, swings to Sutton, pull up 2, and it's good. Max Seton drills down the 2-pointer, and it's 36-18. Now Jake picked up by Dan. Gives to BB. BB around traffic, rims out, rebounded by Dovey Hoffman. Now here's Sutton running. Euros lays it off the glass, no good. And Seton looked like he was hammered, no whistle called. Bounce pass to BB. Barrels over, and they call a foul. It's an M1 for Nathan Beebe. Could have been a charge. That's 36-20 with 6:35 remaining in the half. Free throw is good. It's 36-21. Now Dan gives to Seton. Finds Haddon, back to Seton. Max Seton throws it out of bounds. Miscommunication with Hoffman. And this is usually when the Red Dragons start to come alive. Beautiful feed down low, and there it is, Jamie Dweck. 36-23. Don't look now. Deficit is only cut to 13. Now Sutton zigzags, finds Dovey, and it heads out of bounds. Last touch by the Lanterns. Here's another possession now for the Red Dragons. I hate to say injuries halt the momentum, but when Joe Sutton checked out of that game, momentum started to shift shortly after. And Jake, no good, tapped up and grabbed. Throws it up ahead to Dan. Dan through 2, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the Red Dragons. Suddenly, those shots aren't falling for the Lanterns. Braha holds the pivot, chased down by Dan. Kicks to Sutton, swatted from behind from Jamie Dweck. Here's Jake, gives it off to BB, backs it out. Gorgeous ball movement, and it's pure. Mark Braha from the corner as the Red Dragons made sure almost everyone touched that ball. And that extra pass paid off. It's a 10-point game. And now Hoffman is good from 2. Going outside his comfort zone from the paint. Now Richie zigzags, heads to the corner, thought about a 3. Gives to Jamie. Jamie to the corner. Hands it off to Mark. Mark Braha, now picked up by Haddad. Throws to Beebe in the corner. Pulls up for 3, and it's good. Nathan Beebe knocks down the triple, and they whittled it down to single digits. 38-29. Now Dan. Intensity ratcheted up on defense as Sutton for 3, no good. Tapped up and taken down by Beebe. Gives to Michon. Michon open for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman. Joey Dan wisely calming down his squad, giving instructions, let's get off a good shot. Smart to do this while you still have a 9-point lead, and not when it's too late. And now Dan for 2, no good off the side of the rim. Wide open Jamie Duet, cherry picking, puts it up and in. And it's 38-31. In typical Red Dragon fashion, always breathing down their backs of the opponents. And Joe Sutton's no good from 3. Now here's Richie. And it's staying the same way. Last touched by the Dragons. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Once an 18-point game, now down to 7. And Michon puts it up, no good. Foul is called. He's going to head to the line for 2. And they're going to call a side out. Was not in the shooting motion. Jake gets it out to Beebe. Beebe throws to Michon. Michon barrels his way down low, puts it up off the glass and in. And it's a 5-point game, 38-33. Just over 2 minutes to play in the half. Now Dan gives to Haddad. Haddad finds Hoffman, fouled on his way up, and he heads to the line for 2. As we're under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Red 0.
It's a stunner to even say this, but right now, the Green Dragons will be happy to leave this half just with any sort of lead. As previously mentioned, they did have an 18-point lead prior to that Joe Sutton injury. And Hoffman knocks down a pair of free throws. That'll help the cause. Lead back to 7. Now Braha throws down to Michon. He's fouled from Haddad from behind. With a minute to go here in the first half. Jake to the inbound. Throws it out to Beebe, gives to Mark. Swings. Jake, sidestep. Good recovery there from Joey Dan. Gives it up top to Mark, throws down low. Michon kicks it out to Mark. And he just pulls up for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman. And they're going to hold for 1. And ensure at least a 7-point lead heading into the break, if not more. Game clock at 22 seconds. Dan goes to work. And a foul is called. Mark Braha overzealous on defense with 13.3 remaining here in the half. Dan to inbound. Gets it out to Hoffman, gives it back to Dan. Dan Picked up, throws to the corner, high pass, secured. Gives to Sutton. Under 5 seconds to play. Sutton, the running one-hander is no good. And the Lanterns take a 7-point lead into the break. Second half underway. Red Dragons down 7, very much in this game. Now Jake Braha throws it down low to Michon. Backing down Seton. Kicks it out to Jamie. Swings to Jake, picked up by Dan. Throws to the corner to BB. Shot clock winding down. BB stops. Beautiful flip, no good. Rebounded by Seton. Now Seton finds Dan. Swings to Sutton for 3. No good, couldn't get the roll. Rebounded by Michon, gives it out to Jamie Dweck. Sidestep, tries to juke Sutton, and last touch by Sutton. It's going to stay this way. Now BB. Picked up, gives it out to Michon for 3, and it's pure. Richie Michon with an all-important 3. It's now a 4-point game. Now Dan drives baseline. Jamie saw that coming, pokes it out of bounds. Going to stay this way with 19 on the clock. Now Hoffman, backing down Michon, turn around off the glass and in. Nice footwork there from Dovey Hoffman. And the lead is pushed back to 6. And BB for 3, no good, rims out, Seton with the rebound. Gives to Dan. Dan zigzags, kicks it out to Sutton. He probes out to Hoffman for 3, no good. Not a shot you think would be coming, and Jamie Dweck for 3, no good. Short, Hoffman with the rebound. The jump ball is called. Now Dan kicks it out to Seton. Seton, jump step, gives to Dovey. Out to Sutton. Defensive intensity has turned up right now for the Dragons. Kicks it out to Dan for 3. No good, short. Rebounded by Dweck. Dweck gives to Braha. Sidestep, throws to Jake, corner 3, off the mark, last touch by BB, taken down by Haddad. Behind the back pass, gets to Sutton. Sutton accelerates off the glass, no good, rebounded by Braha. Gives it out to Michon, 1 to beat, finds a beautiful swat from behind from the Lanterns. Joey Dan wisely slows up the pace. Stops, gives to Hoffman for 2, no good. Tapped into the hands of Braha. Now Jamie, out to BB, picked up by Hoffman, backs it out to Jamie. Shot clock at 5. BB swings. Braha 3, no good, rebounded by Mark. Another possession for the Red Dragons. Now BB backing down Seton. Puts it up, no good, rebounded by Seton. BB screaming for a whistle to no avail. Dan gives to Haddad, corner 3, swatted, gets his own miss. Straight away 3 from Sutton, book it. Joe Sutton back with a huge 3, and their lead is back to 9. Jake gets it down to Michon, drives baseline, and he's fouled from behind and heads to the line for two. Michon's second free throw is good. It's 45-37. Dan, top of the key. Gives to Hoffman, back to Dan for three. No good. Tapped up and grabbed out of the air by Sutton. Off the glass and in. The tenacity from the Lanterns is back to form from the first half. They take a 10-point lead. Braha with 14 minutes to play finds Jamie. Tapped away from the Dragons into the hands of the Lanterns. And a foul is called. And they'll take it as on a side out. And Hoffman jump step, no good. Almost got it back, and Joe Sutton takes it back, puts up a three, and it's good! Joe Sutton with another triple, and they take a 13-point lead. Now Braha finds BB down low, and he's fouled, and he heads to the line for two. BB's first free throw is good. Sutton finds Dan to Sutton, back out to Sutton, down low to Hoffman, off the glass and in. Great ball movement there from the Lanterns, and they push their lead back to 14. Referee's almost calling a technical as Mark Braha misses a deep three. Now Dan gives to Sutton, steps into a three, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman. Backs it out to Sutton, swings to the corner, all alone. Joey Dan broke it. And the Green Lanterns are feeling it. They're up 55-38. Jamie trying to shake loose Dan. Screen set by his own man. And Richie puts it up and in. Sutton has it taken away from behind. Throws it up ahead to Michon. Finds Jamie. And the trailing BB. No good, but he heads to the line for two. First free throw is good. No good on the second. 10.5 minutes to play here in regulation. Lanterns with the ball. A sizable lead. Now Sutton swings to Hoffman. Hoffman down low to Sutton. Gives it off to Dan. Dan, shifty, puts up a three, no good. Tapped up and grabbed by Michon. And a travel is called. All set from the defense of Joey Dan. Under 10 minutes to play. Haddad gives to Dan. Dan down low to Hoffman. Bodying Michon. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Richie Michon took the bait. Hoffman at the line. And this Green Lantern squad, the whole new look to them with the addition of Joe Sutton. Free throw is good, and it's 57-41. Jake gives to Mark. 9 minutes to play. Some urgency in the step of Mark Braha. Couldn't get the roll. Taken down by Sutton. Sutton gives to the trailing Dan in the air, and a foul is called. Joey Dan heads to the line to add to this lead. It's 57-41. Free throw is good. Knocks down the pair. Now Braha gives to Jake Braha. Back to Mark. Mark finds Jamie. Jamie puts up a two, and it's good. Double technical is called, both teams chirping. Seton finds Haddad, puts up a two, no good. Tapped up, no good by Hoffman. Chased down by Braha. Gets to Mark, throws it up ahead to Michon. Michon evades the field. And Nathan Beebe with the easy put-in. 59-45, 7 minutes to play. Still some time for the Dragons to make a run. Dan. Beautiful feed down low for the alley-oop to Hoffman. Joey Dan eluding the defenders. And Hoffman alertly there. 61-45. Jamie bullies his way down low for the easy put-in. Now Sutton. Straight up to Hoffman. Gets it out to Seton. Seton swings to Dan, back to Seton. And the foul is called on Jamie Dweck. Overzealous on defense. Haddad gets it into Sutton. Sutton dribbles out. And he throws into the hands of Jamie Dweck. Jamie gives to Beebe. Now Beebe, all the way to the hoop, flips it up, no good, but Richie Michon there, no good on the follow. Joey Dan, with under 6 minutes to go, controls the ball. Sutton gets it down low to Hoffman. Out to Sutton, long three, no good. Rebounded by the Dragons. Jamie Dweck slows it down, accelerates, pulls up for two, and it's good. 61-49. Down low to Hoffman. Gives to Seton. Seton gives it back to Hoffman. Spins, turnaround jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Jake Braha. Braha has it tapped away. And Jamie Dweck not happy. He did not get that ball wide open from three. Instead, he attempted the passing lane to the left, and Max Seton's long outstretched arms were there. The timeout is called at 61-49 with 5 minutes to play. Back out of that timeout. Dragons throw it back court to Braha. Jake, nice find. And then Jamie Dweck finds the cutting Nathan Beebe. And it's suddenly a 10-point game. Dan finds Hoffman down low off the glass and one. Big bucket for Dovey Hoffman. With 4:29 remaining, he heads to the line for a three-point play. Free throw, no good. Nishon has it taken away. And Joe Sutton gets it to Dayan. 12-point lead with the ball. To Sutton. Sutton off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jake. Jamie pull up three, no good. Gets his own miss. Has it taken away by the Green Lanterns. Just feel like one more bucket would bury the Dragons. Dan. Shot clock under 10, pull up three, no good, rebounded by Jamie. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play. Beebe. Rebounded by Joe Sutton. Sutton finds Dan, hands in the air, off the glass and in. And their lead balloons back to 14. Now Braha kicks it out, long three, Jake, bang! Jake Braha pulls it to 11-point deficit. Now with under 3 minutes to play, Dan with the ball. Shot clock at 14. Dan, bounce pass to Seton for two. Book it! Max Seton. The two-pointer that puts him back up. However, Nathan Beebe drills the three, and it's back to 10. Now Sutton finds Haddon, and he's swatted from behind from Jamie. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remain. Side out. Seton looking to inbound. Throws it out to Hoffman. Hoffman gets to Sutton. Sutton accelerates off the window. But a charge was called. Absorbed by Jake Braha. Here's Jake. 2 minutes to play. Gives to Mark. Pull up two off the window and in. The deficit is within single digits. Who will be the closer for the Lanterns? Dan, milking some clock. Swings to Seton. Seton pull up two. No good. Rebounded by Mark Braha. Minute 30 to play. Braha behind the back dribble. Stops. Backs it up. Jake, beautiful find. Extra feed to Richie Michon. Puts it up and in. And this lead is only at 6 for the Lanterns. Minute 10 remaining. They're trying to cross half court, and they get it there. Now Hoffman with a minute and 3 seconds remaining here in regulation. Dan with under 10 seconds on the shot clock, and it's headed the other way. Foul is called off ball on Joe Sutton. And the Red Dragons get the ball back with 56.7 on the clock, down by 6. Red Dragons, trailing from the get-go, pull this game within 6 here in the closing moments. Jamie gives to Beebe. Beebe backs it out to Jamie for 3. And he's fouled. Still waiting on the call. And the Red Dragons are just called on a technical. Mark Braha not too pleased with the call. As the Dragons pulled it within 6, controversy ensued as Jamie Dweck looks like he was whistled. Could have been a whistle against him. Now Dan at the line after a technical was called on Mark Braha. Misses the technical. Free throw, no good. Misses a second. Joey Dan so far not getting it done at the line in the closing seconds. And he misses the third. Joey Dan trying to salvage something. And no, goes 0 of 4 from the technical free throw line. If they lose this game, you know exactly where to look.
That's 4, he missed.
Gets it into Dan. Dan finds Seton. Good defense from Mark Braha. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 37.9 on the game clock. Gets it into Dan. Dan finds Sutton. Down low to Hoffman. Nice extra feed to Haddad. And that could be the finishing touches on this one. And it's taken away, and a foul is called. Foul is called on the Lanterns. Still unsure where. Now three-pointer, and it's good from Nathan Beebe. And Jamie Dweck picks the pocket, puts up a 3. No good, tapped up and taken by Hoffman. cut it to 5 with the ball. Jamie, three-pointer, no good back iron, rebounded by Dan. That should do it, and Joey Dan puts the finishing touches, and they officially slay the Dragons.